a press statement by the Nungua Traditional Council with reference to Nungua's two land at Smithers Road. Good morning, Momo, and the members of the press. Ladies and gentlemen, we start by thanking everyone present here and those listening, watching to us at home. We have called this press conference mainly to provide update on recent development concerning this land, to register our anger about how some people in this country can easily ignore court order and continue doing what the High Court even restrained them from doing simply because they have money or think they are connected in high places in Ghana. As many of you already know, this very ground on which we are having this press conference is part of the wider Nungua Sioux land. Please, we are certain that this is no one in Ghana who does know that Nungua Sioux owns the land along the Smithers Road, the Accra-Tema motorway. Ladies and gentlemen, for the avoidance of doubt, permit me to recap the boundaries of Nungua Sioux land. As a matter of fact, Nungua Sioux land starts from Sakumono Lagoon, sharing boundary with Tema Community 3 on the east and move upwards across the Accra-Tema motorway through Lashibi, Ajekojo, Kanewu, Santor, Katamanso, and Oibi in the north. It then descends along the Accra Dodowa Road to Pillar TP 202 at the Medina Square Mosque on the west, and southwest at TP 74 at the Rivera Beach Hotel on the southwest. It finally joins the Sakum Lagoon along the Gulf of Guinea, in bracket the Accra-Tema Road to the east. It is worth mentioning that by 1902, the first draftman ship to the Cape Coast, Mr. Gabriel Crota, under the orders of Governor Nathan, demarcated the entire Nungua land titled Nungua Tema boundary and per the map submitted by Mr. Crota, Oyibi, Amahia, Malejo, Frafraha, Madina, Anjiringano, East Legon, Santor, etc. form part of the Nungua Sioux land. The Nungua Sioux is the exercise of these processory rights made several grants to individuals, families, and corporate bodies, some of which were contested and judgment obtained. Some of these grants and judgments are Ohini Nto, former General Secretary of MPP, grant of land at Ajiringano. State land bracket Accra Nungua Otenshi, site for Scientific Instrumental Center. Ajemang, President, Estate, sharing boundary with Trasaco Valley Estates. The State Housing Corporation Project, in bracket phase 1 to 4, Adenta Housing, ye 15 grant to the University of Ghana, Legon for the animal research and livestock farms in 1940. Judgment in suit number FAL/359/2014 by Her Lordship Justice Elizabeth Ankuma, deceased, in the matter between Apano Contract Works versus CB and two others, affirming that Nungua Sioux are owners of Ajiringano land. Judgment on ownership of Majo, Ajiringano, and its legal lands in between Empire Builders Limited versus Topkins Enterprises Limited and four others, affirming that Nungua Sioux are owners of Ajiringano land. Judgment in favor of Nungua Sioux in suit number E1/57/07 by Her Ladyship Justice Avery Lovelace Johnson. JA in bracket on 12 February 1914 between Ni Ochanbe Bote versus Alhaji Idrisu and other trespassers covering land adjoining to Ajiringan motorway, etc. Grant to the government of Ghana for the construction of Accra Tema motorway, year 144 and 46. Grant of land to Trasaco Valley Construction Limited in East Legon. Grant of land to the Quarter Papafio family for the Quarter Papafio here at Santo. Grant to Honorable Hakman Owusu Ajema for the housing scheme at Botema, north of Accra Tema motorway. Grant of land to the governor of the Gold Coast for the construction of the Accra Tema railways in the early 1950s. Ladies and gentlemen, we grant to remind everyone that it is the Nungua Traditional Council that granted the land for the construction of the motorway. So when we noticed late last year that Orca, Deco, and Semonit Ghana Limited were laying claim to this land, then Nungua decided to engage them for resolution. Unfortunately, then Nungua observed that Orca, Deco, and Semonit Ghana Limited were not ready to have any civil engagement between because they claimed that this land belonged to Teshin people. Because we could not make progress with any peaceful engagements with them, then Nungua on 2nd March 2021 commenced an action against them at the High Court, Accra, in suit number LD, stroke 0345 stroke 2021. In the third court action, we filed also a motion on notice for interlocutory injunction restraining Orca, Deco, and Semonit from any further delay in the land until the final determination of the case. Ladies and gentlemen, at the time the third court action was commenced in March 2021, the Orca, Deco, and Semonit had gone just digging a foundation on this land. We are sure many of you can attest that the huge buildings, showrooms, and others you said to see today were not here some 5 months back. We ensure that both Orca, Deco, and Semonit were served all the court processes. They did not stop the work they were doing on our land. If they do not recognize our court action, they turn blind eye on us to continue with their construction work, working day and night under the heavy police protection. And by Tuesday, 25th May 2021, the Honorable Court granted the injunction restraining the defendants, their land guards, assigns, agents, workmen, or other and any other person claiming title through them from having anything to do with the land. Ladies and gentlemen, we note sadly that even after the interlocutory injunction was granted, they have erected to willfully disobey the work of the court by simply continuing with this construction in flagrant disregard for the pending order restraining them from interfering with the subject's matter land. Another interesting development about the conduct of Orca, Deco, and Semonit is that although they later filed an application for the injunction file to be varied, they were still working as if there was no such order against them. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the sheer bravado with which Orca, Deco, and Semonit have continued in this part of trespass on our land here should tell everyone that indeed Ghana has become a lawless space because every appeal made to even our famous Ghana Police Service for the arrest of this disobedient group of people have fallen on deaf ears. We are at a loss how they have shown or demonstrated open scorn, disrespect, or disregard to High Court order without any sense of respect or fear. So what happens to the buildings on this land if the High Court truthfully and finally deliver judgment in our favor? Ladies and gentlemen, we are by this interaction sending warning to all who intend to encroach in Nungua's land to take care that the Sioux we henceforth not allow any such encroacher to stay our land. For the last time, Orca Deco and some on it are using the IGP. They are using the vice president. They are using the president to encroach on Nungua's land. We won't allow it. Thirdly, there are some policemen, some living in the headquarters, some at different places, especially airport. They are also assisting Semonit and Orca Deco to work, and we won't allow that one too. Anyone who doesn't respect law, there is law in Ghana. If you don't respect the law, what will you respect in future? We won't allow anything. That's why this morning we are here for the press conference to go on. Anything that goes blind, we will assist in doing it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, all right. So before we do the key, before we do the key, you are accusing the president, the vice president,
exactly,
the IGP as supporting the Orca group. What evidence do you have to that effect?
Oh, when we are in a country and there's an injunction on every land, you don't have to continue with the work. You have to stop it. But they are still doing the work. But according to some people, they are doing their job, giving the chance to do the job from the head of state and then the vice president.
So specifically, what do you want the authorities to do about this issue?
Yeah, we will sit down with the court again. If possible, they can even put an injunction on the vice president and then the head of state to desist from assisting Orca Deco in ceremony.
If you say they are assisting them, specifically what are they doing to assist the Orca?
Oh yeah, because there's an injunction, they are still working. When you go to them, you tell them, say, hey, head of state say we should continue with the work. The vice president say we should continue with the work. And then the IGP.
Who is telling you that?
Some of their workers, the Orca and some on it, some of their workers are saying so. So we are going deep